Amazing. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our Wednesday night opportunity call. I'm so excited at the moment. I'm always excited with our opportunity calls, but at the moment, the buzz and the momentum and the excitement in the business, within the teams, as we're in our busiest time of the year, it's just absolutely incredible. And I feel like so many more people are even more open to taking a look at working from home, online, network marketing. And we can't wait to welcome you all to the team. So we have got a jam-packed call tonight, and we are going to start with the products, then we're going to move over to the business. We've got an incredible guest speaker, so make sure you stay right till the end. You're going to absolutely love it. And we're going to get started with our lovely Paula. She's going to be telling you all about our amazing products. You're mute, Paula.
Okay, sorry. Okay, thanks, Sara. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. And as Sara said, my name is Paula, and I'm going to give you a super very quick insight into our Juice Plus products. And basically what makes them unique. So our Juice Plus products are unique because they are the world's most researched nutritional products in the world. There's absolutely nothing on this planet that just matches them. They've got 40 gold standard clinical studies, and importantly at the moment, they've got 4 clinical studies that show that they support the immune system. So especially in winter and everything else that's going on in the world, everyone's more aware of immune health. And they're all natural. They're, you can read through the slides there because I haven't got time to go through them all, but they're all completely natural, plant-based, gluten-free, absolutely, all the good stuff that goes into your body. So basically you can see this picture here of the basket of fruit with the bottles in there. And our main products, our premium capsules, are basically made of 30 raw fruits, vegetables, and berries. We all know how important eating fruits and vegetables are for our health, but sadly we don't always get enough, and that can affect our health. So the Juice Plus products help to bridge the gap between what we should be eating and what we are eating. Or I think I might have got that the wrong way around, but anyway, what we should be eating. So you get 30 fruits and vegetables, all the phytonutrients and antioxidants and essential nutrients that help to keep us healthy. And again, that's all backed by all the amazing science behind them that shows how they support the health and give you outstanding health benefits. So next slide, please. Sorry, I get really tongue-tied trying to get all this information out in just a few minutes because I get so excited about our amazing products. So as well as adults being able to enjoy the health benefits, we've got this amazing family program, the Healthy Starts for Family program. And basically, if you buy the capsules that I've just been talking about and adultize them, they're eligible to get absolutely free, which is absolutely amazing, for their child or their teenager, chewables or capsules. So you can see here some of the statistics, just have a quick look through there. But out of over 1.5 million families all over the world have taken part in this program, with an amazing 96% of them have reported positive health benefits. My daughter's one of them. She's been taking these products since she was 5. She's now 13, and she hasn't had one day sick since. And in fact, neither have I in all of that time. So as a family, I'll always be hugely passionate about taking these products and sharing them with other people. Next slide, please. So as well as the capsules, we've got our amazing complete range. Complete means a complete meal. So you can they've basically got everything your body needs for a highly nutritious meal. You can have a shake, or we've got a plant protein powder. You can make shakes, smoothie bowls, pancakes, whatever you want. They're so versatile. You can have as a meal replacement. You can use for weight loss, weight maintenance, weight gain. You get results, whatever you want. They're just absolutely work. I love them for a really healthy breakfast, give you energy for hours and hours, and all the nutrition you need for a high, for a healthy, balanced meal. Gluten-free, vegan. You can read through that there, and go to the person who put you on the call this evening as well, and they'll be able to give you a little bit more detail. So that's the complete range. And then really excited to just give you to share about our Perform, which is our newest product, just launched, I think it's only 2 weeks ago now, or even last week. And this is basically, as the name suggests, for performance. So it's a high protein, all plant protein powder to make a shake or for before exercise or after exercise, and it basically helps to build your muscle, helps to give you a better performance, and helps with recovery as well. So if you love going to the gym, or you're really active and just need that, this is just absolutely amazing. It'll just really ticks all those boxes. And again, it's all plants. You haven't got any nasties, you haven't got any of the whey or any of that stuff. And it's got 25 grams of plant protein in. So that is the quickest whiz through the products I can possibly give you. So go to whoever put you on the call this evening, and they'll be able to give you a little bit more information. But basically, they're just absolutely amazing products. Thank you.
I love it, Paula, and I love that you get so much out. It's like supermarket sweep, but
Yeah, blah, 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 blah.
Go. Absolutely amazing. Well done. Good job. Thank you. And just, we've got some really great speakers, so I don't want to take up too much time, but just on the touch on the Perform, I've been personally using it for, today's my 10th day consistently. And this week I've hit 2 PBs in the gym, and I was really struggling to see any results. And the only thing that I have changed is Perform. So I'm sold now. That's it. I'm obsessed. So we're going to move on to, we've got a couple of people who are already on the products, and they're just going to tell us what they think of them so far. And we're going to get started with Carl. If you are on, please just unmute yourself.
I am. Good evening.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, so I just wanted to share a little bit about my product story. So I came across the products at the start of the first lockdown. I can't remember when that is now. It feels like there's been so many lockdowns and so long, but it was at the start. I remember that. And it was at a time, obviously, when the whole world was starting to panic about their health and their immune system and all that kind of stuff. And a friend of mine just said, hey, well, I'm going to do my online business anyway, and it's all about that exact thing. So maybe it's right up your street. So being a very unhealthy person at the time, I wasn't immediately so, but I looked into the products, and I started with the Juice Plus Premium capsules, and then some shakes, and I've been on them since, and I've had amazing results. Things that I didn't even realize were going to happen at the time as well. I knew I was going to get healthier. I knew, obviously, you're putting good food inside you, you're going to get better skin, you're going to get more energy and things like this. But it was only the other day when I went to the barbers when I remembered this story from when I first started using the products. About 4 months in, my wife suddenly noticed that my bald patches on the back of my head were actually shrinking, and I had new hair growth in like 4 months. So I wish I could share that screen, but I can't. But essentially I had 2 big bald patches like this. It had gone down to 1. And then now it's like literally virtually impossible to see. And I was joking with my barber the other day, who was very, very impressed. And he's also going to be looking into it for other people in the barber shop, right? You know, plenty of people who are bothered about their hair. So it's a perfect thing for him to look at. And just very, very briefly, I just want to tell you about my mum as well, who started using the capsules because the premium capsules, because of some skin issues and lots of energy issues and health issues. And she actually, for 3 or 4 months, stopped using the capsules over the last, since I started using them, and felt such a difference that she actually had to come back to me and ask for them again, because her skin started to go bad. She started to feel not so great again. And the mental health issues as well really started to come back. And it wasn't until she stopped using them that she realized how important putting such health in your body was. So yeah, thank you. I just wanted to share that, and hopefully it helps someone. Go and check out the products, reach out to the people who invited you to the call, as the ladies keep saying.
Thank you, Carl. I love your product story, and I love your progress pictures as well. They're absolutely amazing. And I love what you said about your mum. I had the exact same thing with a friend of mine this week who stopped the berry capsules, and her skin's really flared up, and she's messaged me. She's like, get them ASAP. So yeah, I know how she feels. Thank you. And we have got another lovely lady who's going to be sharing her product story with us, and that's Sara Ball. Just need to unmute yourself if you're on, Sarah.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, perfect.
Yeah. Really quick, really long story, and I'll cut it right down. So for about a decade, I've been suffering really, really bad. I've been told by different doctors it was you must have IBS, you've got IBS, different things going on, until finally I got with the right person, the right specialist, who diagnosed me with endometriosis. and polycystic ovaries. So I was advised straight away to follow a low FODMAP plan. I'd never heard of that before. And one of the main things on a low FODMAP plan is to cut out dairy. If you knew me, if you knew how I was raised, you would know I was raised on a house of dairy, all homemade meals, great meals, but everything was full fat, full butter, full cheese. And to suddenly just have to go, what? Like, I had to completely do my research on what I could eat and what I couldn't eat. And as I was sat doing my research, the same company kept coming up all the time, Juice Plus, Juice Plus. I'd never heard of it before. I found someone online who was selling it on Instagram. I sent her a message, started on the shakes and berries just to kind of see how I got on. And I'd say within a week, 2 weeks, I was brand new. I used to have, I was working as a hairdresser at the time, full time. And it was just not uncommon for me to have to rush to a toilet or work my clients out where I knew I could get to a toilet. I'm just gonna put it that way, as the polite way, but I always had to have a toilet nearby, and that was my normal. And I just come to accept that that's how I had to live until I got myself on the shakes. I started following the plan. I was making amazing recipes from the recipes in our recipe groups and getting so much support and help from my upline. And because I'd completely fallen in love with the benefits of the products and how much they'd helped me with my condition, is when I decided to get on board with the business, because I wanted to help other people out there the way that these products had helped me.
Oh, I love that, Sarah. Thanks so much for sharing that. And it's amazing because you said you suffered for 10 years and within a few weeks of being on the product, feeling the benefits. That's crazy, isn't it?
It's crazy. I mean, I'd been told, oh, you need to cut out gluten. I'd cut out gluten. I never noticed a difference. Oh, you need to cut, try this, try that. And years of yo-yo dieting as well. I developed really unhealthy relationships with food from what I was going through and didn't realize. I just needed to make some major changes and get more nutrition in. And I think that's the biggest thing, I think, is we focus on so much on what we need to cut out. We don't really focus on how much more we need to get in. And by having that 30 different fruit and veg in the capsules, you're getting so much nutrition, much needed nutrition into your body every single day. And you just, like Carl's just said, you just start to feel better. And it's not an overnight thing, really. It's just a few weeks down the line, you kind of look over it and go, hang on. Everything's calmed down, my skin's calmed down, my bowels have calmed down, I'm not bloated anymore. And it's like a euphoric moment. It's like, this is what's been missing the whole time.
Yeah, absolutely amazing, Sarah. I totally agree. I've been on the products like 6 years now and I'm obsessed with them. I've never ever felt better. Sarah, thank you so much. We really appreciate that. You're amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you. So guys, we're now going to move over to the business side of things, which just gets more and more exciting. And we're going to start with our lovely Howard, who's going to tell you all about our business plan.
Hey there, guys. Lovely Howard is here, and it's my absolute pleasure to take you through the business side of this talk this evening. And a warm welcome to everybody this evening, but especially those people who are perhaps looking at this for the very first time. So, James, if we could start off with the first slide of this section, please. There we go. So, in a nutshell, around about 5,000 people are joining the Juice Plus family every month. And that's from right across the Juice Plus world. And we'll see exactly where that covers in a moment. But let's have a think as to why that might be the case. Well, for quite some time now, certainly for a long time that I can remember, there has been an increasing awareness of people's own personal health and well-being. You cannot switch on the television or radio or open a magazine or newspaper without someone telling you that this is good for you and this is bad for you. It's all a bit confusing. And then a little microbe escapes from a laboratory in Wuhan in China. And the world has undoubtedly changed forever. But one thing that has definitely changed even more so is that people's already heightened awareness of their own personal health and well-being has just gone into the stratosphere. People are really, really concerned and have real genuine worries. In addition to that, the economic fallout that we've experienced means that more and more people, as Sara mentioned a little while ago, are open to looking at alternative ways of bringing in additional income into their households. And think about it. I heard this morning that the Consumer Prices Index, if we all know what that means, has gone up to 5.4%, more than was expected. The pressure on people's overheads is increasing. But guess what? Wages aren't. There has never been a time when more people are looking for other alternatives to bring in money to their households just to survive. And the prospect that their own job prospects, job security, what is that? That doesn't exist anymore. If it ever did, it really doesn't anymore. So people are more open than they ever have been to looking at these things. And that is why we are getting so many people joining us each month. Let's move on to the next slide. So if I told you that there was not just one, not two, not three, but 4 different ways that you can actually derive an income with the Juice Plus company, and I'm going to highlight just one. Now, we can't see quite the whole slide, but way down on the left-hand side, there is a, you start at the bottom of the staircase as a P, there you go, as a partner. And with help, with training and with encouragement, you have the opportunity to hop up that staircase as quickly or as slowly as you want. You have your hand on the throttle, your foot on the accelerator. But if you do go all the way from the left-hand side, all the way across the right-hand side to that position of PMD plus, you will pick up along the way nearly £120,000 of bonuses. Now, in addition to that, there are commissions payable. So if you add those 2 things together, let me tell you that those figures, those numbers will compare very favorably to senior executive positions in the corporate world. But you have no boss, you have no staff. You are entirely in charge. You are in control. You don't have these other pressures on you. Time freedom, all these wonderful things. And that, as I say, that figure there, that is just one element out of 4. And talk to the person who actually invited you into this call to find out how you actually make other money in other areas. So let's move on to the next slide. So you'd think that by joining an organization like this, that it would cost a great deal of money. There'd be some risk involved, surely, to get that sort of reward. I mean, I started a business in 2001 and I had to invest £30,000 of my own cash, nothing borrowed, but that only got me half a business. I had to find somebody else who was going to invest with me, and I had to do everything. It was all down to me. Now, our partner company, the Juice Plus company, they provide us with all of these things: the virtual office, an e-commerce website. They provide us with events and incentives, trainings, all these different things, the heavy lifting, as well as all the product research and development and all this kind of thing, distribution, collection of money. They do all the heavy lifting. What we're tasked with is building a customer base and helping, training, and encouraging other people to do the exact same thing. That's our duty. The company does all these other things. And the price for that, to enter this game, £50. £50. The risk is so low as it to be non-existent. Compared to the reward, the risk is so low. So let's move on to the next slide. So how can we actually make some money here? And how soon can we make some money? The answer is from day one. Indeed, there are people who, who are able to share what they are doing, share their health journey. It may be with friends, it may be with family, it may be with work colleagues. And guess what? These people who may have health concerns themselves, they will want to start that journey with you. And if you're able to make that first hop up the staircase, you can pick up a bonus of £80 plus your commissions, which will roughly double that amount of money. So you'll be getting a return on your investment straight away. And it's not unusual for people within the first 3 months to earn those figures of £330 to £1,080 are quite notional. Plenty of people have made more than that. As I said earlier, your foot is on the accelerator. You decide how fast you want to go. And the beauty of this, 90% of the people, including myself, do this part-time. It wraps around the other things in your life, be it other work, be it home, be it hobbies and interests. It really is that flexible. So let's move on one more and let's see exactly where the future lies. This is a map of the Juice Plus world, and not surprisingly, North America is pretty well, it is completely covered now. The company's based in Memphis, so USA and Canada. Mexico opened just before COVID. Portugal has just opened in the midst of COVID. I understand the Czech Republic is about to join as well. So most of Europe is covered. A few gaps in Eastern Europe still, and then in Asia, where we went into the UAE to act as a springboard into Asia. And so far we have landed in Singapore and also Malaysia. And as well as that, we have Australia and New Zealand. But my friends, look at the gaps. South America, empty, nothing. Africa, nothing at all. Asia, we've touched those small markets. But if you add up the populations of Russia, China, India, Bangladesh, Indonesia, the Philippines, major population centers, there are between 3.5 and 4 billion people there who do not know of the existence of this company. Do you think that these people have health concerns the same as you and I may do? Do you think that those same people may have financial concerns and be looking for other opportunities to bring money into their households? I'm here to tell you that those gaps will be filled. And guess what? Let there be no confusion that this will happen with or without anybody on this call this evening. It is going to happen. The company has been around 50 years, 28 years with this existing product range. The vision is there. It's just a question of how much we want to be a part of it and how busy we're prepared to get and how many other people you want to help up that staircase. And in so doing, see your own success at the same time. And with those thoughts, I'm very happy to pass you back to Sara. Thank you very much.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Howard. We really appreciate it. You're incredible as always. And we are now going to move over to our final special guest speaker this evening. We're really, really excited to have her on the call. It's Jayne McMurray. She's an executive marketing director in our business. She's absolutely incredible. And we're excited to hear all about your journey, Jayne.
Hello everyone, thank you so much first of all for inviting me on, and thank you for that lovely intro, Sarah. It's lovely to see you, it's lovely to see James. Thank you so much to both of you for organising this and inviting me on to speak. The speakers are amazing. I love hearing freshly again about all of the products, the business opportunity. You know, I am 8 years into this now, and hearing that, you know, from that point of view just makes me want to sign up again. It makes me love the products again. I just absolutely am in love with everything to do with this opportunity. So as Sarah said, my name is Jayne McMurray. I'm an executive marketing director, which if you think back to Howard's slideshow with the step-by-step promotions, I think executive marketing director is number 9. And as I say, I started in 2014. I started by working in a call centre. I was just a young 18-year-old that worked in a call centre in Liverpool and made the mistake of saying, right, this is it for me. I'm going to get a job in a call centre for 6 months. And then somehow in 6 months' time, I'll find my dream job. I'll leave the call centre. And 10 years passed and I hadn't left the call centre. So it was a one of those jobs for me that I felt like I was going to be stuck in forever. I remember sitting thinking, you know, the only way I'm getting out of this is if I win the lottery. It's if I come into some money. How am I ever going to get out of this job? And then I was presented exactly the same as you all listening with the opportunity to join the Juice Plus business. And the thing that caught my eye specifically, and Howard mentioned it before, was that I could do it part-time. I hated my call centre job. I always say I used to get screamed at and shouted at for a living, and I didn't get paid very well for the pleasure. But for me, I wasn't ready to give up that job completely. I didn't really know what I wanted to do with the business yet, but I loved the idea of doing it part-time. And fast forward to now, of course, I reached 9 promotions within the Juice Plus business. Within my first few years, each time I was earning more money with the Juice Plus business, I was able to reduce my hours in the call centre job all the time. So I started full-time, built a great income with Juice Plus part-time. full-time, sorry, and then I began to lower my hours as my income with Juice Plus was gradually getting more and more. Happily to say, working with Juice Plus is now my full-time job. It's my full-time income. I left my call centre job completely in the year of 2020. Again, not a choice that many people were faced with in 2020. A lot of people were left sort of clinging on to their jobs. They were very, very, unhopeful that they were going to keep hold of their jobs without facing redundancies or job losses. And I think it was an incredible thing that I was able to take the decision, which was a decision not many people had, to actually leave that job in 2020. Out of all of the bonuses that Hal was talking about before, I've earned 50,000 of those, and I had £50,000 in bonuses before the age of 30. I was retired fully from my job before the age of 30, bought my own home, which I am now moving to an even nicer area soon, which I can't wait for. I've given my mum wages out of my Juice Plus earnings to help her lower her hours in a care work job. I have bought her a car. I have taken her on a holiday. So what it's done for me has been amazing. What it's done for my family has been incredible. And the financial freedom that I've experienced at this age has been absolutely insane. The friends that I've made, the time freedom that I've experienced now, it's absolutely an incredible opportunity. And I think to anybody watching thinking, can I do this? I'm not sure, if I'm going to be any good at it. It's exactly what I said before I joined, and I've turned my life around for the better. Absolutely with thanks to this amazing company and opportunity.
Wow, like what a story, Jayne. That's absolutely amazing. Like, leaving your call centre after 10 years, 50 grand in bonuses before your 30th birthday, bought your house, retired by 30, can help your mum out, and all from an opportunity that you started part-time around your job. Absolutely amazing. Huge congratulations, and an absolute inspiration you are. So Jayne, have you got some top tips for sort of new starters or anyone getting started in the business, like, how you would recommend they go about it?
Yeah, of course. So my very first tip is be open-minded with this opportunity. Don't assume anything. Don't feel like you know what people are going to say about it. One mistake that I see people make all the time is they assume that people will not need this product, or they will assume that people don't need this opportunity. People very much need this product more than ever, and people need this opportunity more than ever. So have a very open mind as you go into this opportunity, and make sure that you're not making assumptions about what other people want and what other people need, especially given that we're very, very big and present on social media. People very rarely post their failures on social media. Social media is a highlight reel of people's lives. So you might look and think that people don't need the products because they look amazing. They're in the gym every day. They already look incredible, like they're in amazing health, or people might look like they're living an incredible opportunity, an incredible life, that they don't need the opportunity, that they're traveling already, or they're very happy in their financial situation. But social media tends to be a little bit of a front for that for people, I think. Little do we know what people are actually struggling with behind the scenes. People might be struggling with their nutrition, even though they look great in the gym. People might be struggling with some debts that they've built up over the years, even though they're spending loads of money every year going on holiday. So be open-minded with the opportunity, and don't assume that people don't want or need it, because they do more than ever. And a second tip for me is speak to your friends and family first. I always went back to my friends and family right at the beginning, and I asked them if they would help me with building my business and give me some product testimonials. I told them I would put all their names in a little drawer and pick a name out at the end of the first 30 and 60 days and buy them a little present, only something quite cheap, for giving me their order and their testimonial on the products after 30 and 60 days. So speak to your friends and family. Your first few orders and your first customer base that you build will more than likely be your friends and family. So don't be afraid to tell them what you're doing, because these products are absolutely amazing and they are helping people, as Howard showed you before, from all across the world. So speaking to your friends and family. And my third tip is take as much training and inspiration as you can. We have so many Zooms, we have so many events that we put on, from local areas around the UK to events abroad, to big convention weekends. Get to as many of those as you can, because the more people that you have around you that are inspiring your journey, the more that you're going to see yourself in somebody else's success story. And for me, every time I seen myself in someone else's success story, it was building my self-belief all the time. Like, I can do this, I can do this. If they can do this, I can do this. So surround yourself with as many positive and inspiring people as you can. And luckily enough, the Juice Plus company make it very easy for you to do that. There's tons of inspiring people around in this company, tons that you will get to meet, learn from, get to know, make friends with, and they're going to help be, you know, a massive part of your self-growth journey in this business as well, and creating more and more opportunities. So don't be afraid, be open-minded, speak to as many people as you can, and take as much inspiration from the people around you that you can.
Oh, Jayne, I absolutely loved all of those. I've written loads of notes and stuff, but I think that's just the perfect note to leave it on, because you've just given so many amazing top tips. Your journey is incredible, and if I heard that, I would be like, get me started, I need this business. So thank you so much, Jayne. We really, really appreciate you coming on tonight.
Oh, thank you so much for inviting me on. It was my pleasure, honestly.
Thank you, and thank you so much to all of our amazing speakers this evening. You were all absolutely incredible. We really appreciate your time. Thank you again, James. Thank you for joining us. We hope you loved it as much as we do. And if you've got any questions at all, just go back to whoever invited you on, and they will give you more information. Good night, everybody. Thanks for listening. Take care.
See you guys.
Bye.
Cheers.